Great Sunday, great Sunday, great Sunday, great Sunday, great people. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. I know that little charger thing be acting up. Don't y'all come in here with no foolishness today. Child, Spirit is excited, Lords. They feel like, because that's, because my daddy said don't be acting up. He said he gonna let y'all be good on, he gonna let y'all out on Sundays, but don't come in here with no foolishness. Great evening, y'all. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Y'all, why is y'all cutting up? Y'all got to stop talking back. Y'all is doing too much. Y'all, they talking back and everything. Y'all, Spirit them said they go, I'm going to tell Daddy, don't come in here acting up. Great evening, y'all. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. What y'all was doing, child? Let me get these cards out this thing. Good evening. What y'all was doing? Can I tell y'all something? I had to talk to the Lord. I say, Daddy, do you even want me to keep going live on Sundays? Because I had asked him, child, I be tired. We got a long weekend this weekend, but I had to ask the Lord, come on, peace. We received that. Okay, we gonna keep it because it was at the bottom of the deck. I had to ask the Lord, I was like, Dad, am I even gonna still be going live on Sundays? And he said, what's upside down? Not healing. What's going on, y'all? What y'all was doing? Happy Sunday. Are y'all enjoying? I was chatting with someone that was imitating your profile. Oh Lord, child, what they said? What they said? How you know it wasn't me? If they ask y'all for any money, it's not me. Don't give these people them no money, no proceeds. It is not coming from me. Okay, so don't give them your money. Child, what they said? They was acting like ToShae. What they said? They was country. What they had said to let you know it wasn't me in real life? Not well, you know, because you know me, but I'm just saying, child, what they said? I asked them what my real name, because I gave them a fake name. What they called you, Lord? What they called you, child? Child, they be taking folks' money. Don't let them get y'all money, y'all. It's a lot of fake profiles. Like, I think the last time I counted, it was like 19. So don't let these folks get your money, okay? I am not going to come in the comments asking you for no proceeds. I'm not going to do that, okay? I don't ask y'all. I don't be in your DMs. I barely respond to DMs. I just don't do that, okay? I do not do that. So just be aware there are a lot of fake pages out there, and they will send you a message talking about give a donation, this, that, and the third. Child, I don't need much do that. I call myself, not George O'Malley. Child, listen, they got somebody like that, or they tried that with somebody else a couple of weeks ago, and so they ended up sending the donation, and I received a donation to my cat. Anyway, I ended up sending it back regardless of the fact. Y'all, I am not in nobody DMs. Let me just tell you that I am not in your DMs. I don't care what they tell you. They make it sound good. It ain't me. Okay, I promise you, I am not in your DMs. I do not message anybody. Believe that. I don't really message the people back who be messaging me. So just know that. You got to send me an email if you want to communicate with me. Join the community at gmail.com. Happy Sunday, y'all. It is a beautiful Southern California day. It has been a very productive day. I hope y'all are having a fantastic and amazing weekend. I kid y'all not. Come on, ClariTEA. Y'all, I can't make this up. I was just talking to the Lord, and I was asking him, I was like, Daddy, do you want me to continue to do Sunday spirituality? Because it'd be a lot, y'all. It'd be a lot, especially now that I'm working, right? And I was just like, yesterday, y'all, I was so tired. I was just like, OMG. Like, I was so tired. So, but the thing about it is, the Lord said, it's up to you. And I so enjoy coming on here on Sundays and on every day and chopping it up with y'all. And I was like, no, we got to get motivated. We got to get motivated for the week. We got to get prepared. Most of us, probably a lot of us, not most of us, a lot of us have tomorrow off, myself included. So I actually get an extra day of rest this week. But I also realized that the reason I was so tired is, and some of you may have experienced this as well, come on, trust, is because maybe in the last couple of weeks the Lord has had you sprinting. So y'all remember, I had to sprint, like I had to make some things shake for real. And so I was able to do that, and then there was no rest, and then immediately the Lord put me back into the workforce. Y'all, I'm so grateful. I know I hadn't talked to y'all and I hadn't said a lot about, there's a lot of things that the Lord is doing that he hadn't given me permission to speak on yet. But can I just say that right now, I understand. Drop this in the chat, and I shouldn't say it, huh? Well, but they need to know what's happening. It's on the calendar for one of these days. It may be next week or it may be the week after that. Can you just drop this in the chat that you're being positioned for promise? Come on, God, or that you're being positioned for promise. Can you just understand that you're being positioned for promise? Like the Lord is literally putting you exactly where you need to be to start making things come to fruition in your life. You're being positioned for promise, okay? So just know that if the Lord is shifting you and he's moving you, he's not doing it trying to play games with you. He's positioning you for promise, okay? He's putting you exactly where you need to be so that he can make his plans succeed, plans that he has in your life, right? And so as he allows me to share more with y'all, maybe that's what it is, huh? I think that's what it is. I'm gonna make, because I'm gonna just be honest, like this is my major platform and I try to put everything else up there for everybody else. So maybe on Sundays I'm only gonna go live on one platform. I'm gonna pray about it and see what the Lord says. Okay, I'm back. But it's so important for the messages to get out to so many people. By the way, y'all like the live, share the love. Hey, Metro Nim, what you is doing? We're being positioned for promise, y'all. So as we've been like going through this last week, there's a lot of clarity that is coming through. Hey, Miss May. Hey, Wilma. Hey, Rebecca. We are being positioned for promise. The Lord is literally putting us exactly where we need to be so that number one is come on, God, it's getting ready to be a display of his power, right? A display of his power, his authority, and what he's getting ready to do in your life. You do realize, man, we done been through so much, y'all. Is it anybody that just, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna keep talking about it because the Lord all weekend, he just been like, man, look, have you ever just sat back and just been like, man, you finally starting to see things change a little? And a lot of videos have been coming up for me, y'all, that are showing message, that are showing, come on, double for your trouble, that are showing where I was last year compared to where I am now. And the clarity is so real now compared to how it was last year. And where I was at this time last year, I was in Arkansas. Yeah, I was in Arkansas. I was actually getting ready to leave Arkansas because I left Arkansas on June the 11th because I got back to San Diego on the 12th. And so there was so much clarity that came in at the end of me being there, y'all, till it's crazy. Come on home, come on travel. What I just talked, I'm telling y'all, I literally last year, some of y'all getting ready to travel, you're relocating. Up under that is willpower and friendship. Some people, the Lord is positioning, he's bringing in, what you mean? Some of y'all, there's getting ready to be some reconciliation of some relationships. Now, I don't mean like this is going to be no El Fulios. I'm not talking about that, okay? For some of you, there were relationships or there were just things that had to happen first before people were able to, how do I say it? Like there was a connection or there was something that had to happen or transpire before a relationship could actually come into being. Or they're saying like something had to be met, some qualifications or something had to be met. It's almost like prepare. Come on, Lord, prepare for the promise. For some of you, this is like an actual relationship. This could be romantic if that's what you've been waiting on. So some of you, that came through. What was y'all telling me that on? Maybe Capricorn, because y'all had, of course, y'all won't see them till tomorrow. But for the messages, that's what it was. But then they kept talking to me about reconciliation. So some of y'all, like there may be relationships that maybe you had to grow, maybe they had to grow. Certain other things and requirements had to be met before relationships could actually come to fruition. So don't be surprised. Some of y'all, you're coming back into contact with some people. Okay, I'm back. Because they're giving long distance on this. So some of you, this could be like a long distance relationship. There may be some contact. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You have to see what happens with that. Some of you are getting ready to travel as well. You may be moving, relocating. moving to a new place, putting down roots. I asked the Lord just today, y'all. Hey, Lotus. Hey, Dominguez. Hey, Manners Matter from Arkansas. Hey, y'all. And so I was just asking before I came on here, I was like, Lord, you know, I was like, I feel like he's putting me where he's going to leave me. So for some of you, this is about stability. And y'all already know I received the home. I literally just got done praying for this for some other people. I saw this on, I think it was on Facebook. And I saw somebody that was like, they made a post and they were like, Lord, that house you got, you got coming my way. We receive it, right? And so I was like, amen to that. So some of you, this is about finally having the stability. That's what's coming through on this Four of Pentacles. You're finally creating the stability in your life. Some of you may definitely be moving. Like you've been praying for a home. You've been praying for stability. You've been praying to put down roots somewhere. And the Lord finna get ready to make that happen for you. Okay, so for some of you, this could be travel happening this week, like making the final plans and preparation that has happened. So for some of y'all, you're going to have to take how it resonates. We're going to clarify these and see what else is coming up. One more. Oh, let's do it. Y'all ain't have to throw it. Y'all had, yeah, I felt like y'all had thrown it a little bit. Not in a circle. No, we not throwing that in a circle. Don't be showing out this weekend, okay? Don't be showing out this weekend. Not that we not throwing that in a circle. Okay, what we got? Come on, inspiration. So y'all, being inspired, okay? Being inspired to move forward and to do what it is the Lord is asking you to do. So some of you, this is about receiving the inspiration that you need in order to create a solid foundation for yourself. All right, y'all, here we go. What is this clarity about? Which ones y'all want to get? These first. All to do it really don't matter, huh? Child, mama and them been showing out this weekend. And it's so crazy. Which part? Some of you, there's a mantle that's being passed down to you, okay? Now, hold on, y'all. First of all, it's hot. And y'all just gonna have to deal with this because it was, oh, wait a minute. Let me just give God the glory because that little piece of wind, that's what I needed right there in my spirit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. My God, Dizzy, I needed that, child. I was about to suffocate in this thing. Anyway, some of you, there's a mantle that is being passed down to you. You're picking up the responsibility. Now, let me tell y'all how this came about. Can't make it up. The Lord been having me reading about Elijah and Elisha, right? Come on, stay in the king's place. Now, this the kicking thing. Y'all, soon as when I was getting ready to turn on the live for today, I literally saw a post that was talking about none other than Elijah and Elisha. Y'all, I was like, Daddy, OMG, what is it? Because I have never read about Elisha before, but that's what I've been studying today, reading about Elisha. And if you need some, like, man, let me just tell, oh, y'all, I forgot to do this, but I got to tell y'all. Does anybody in here want an additional stream of income? Now, I don't want you, now, I'm serious now. I'm not finna play with y'all about this because I told the Lord, y'all know me, I be trying to pass on stuff that's going to be helpful, that is going to help you to create some income in your life. And y'all, I don't put my name behind everything. I don't back everything. I don't do that. But if it's something that I know works, and I'ma just be honest, you know, sometimes $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 can save your life. What you mean, ToShae? In the great state of California, gas is anywhere between $5 and $6 a gallon. True story, right? Between $5 and $6 a gallon. That's how much our gas is here right now. And it'll get upwards of $6 in some places depending on where you go. Like over in Hollywood, places like that, the gas is super expensive. Now, backwards, because the Lord told me that this is, let me give y'all, because we talking about clarity, okay? I've been telling y'all that one of the ways that the Lord allowed me, and this is not a plug for them, this is simply like, listen, if you need to get yourself out of a bind, I'm finna give you a resource, okay? I'm giving you resources. And the Lord had me reading about Elisha, like I told y'all about, and I'm gonna go to it because I literally was just studying it, and I'm gonna tell y'all in 2 Kings, okay? In 2 Kings, if you go to 2 Kings 4, 2 Kings 4, if you want to pull your Bible out, that's fine, you don't have to. But it talks about Elisha helps a poor widow, okay? And so as I was studying this, Elisha, there was a widow and she didn't have any money. There were some creditors on her neck. They was trying to take her sons. And so she went to Elisha and was like, what he was like, what can I do to help you? And so she was like, did they come in to get this? They're threatening to take my 2 sons. And then he was like, what can I do to help you? Tell me what you have in the house. She said, nothing at all except a flask of oil. And Elisha said, borrow as many empty jars as you can from your friends and neighbors, then go into your house with your sons and shut the door behind you. She poured the oil into the jars every time. She just kept filling them up and the oil never ran out. So as I did some research on this, y'all, do y'all understand that anything that the Lord gives me that is a way to help people, I was like, oh my gosh, Daddy, this is the thing. You can go sometimes, and I don't want this to sound bad, but I'm just keeping the buckles with y'all, okay? Don't complain about not having money if you're not willing to make some money for yourself. So I'm going, and I should have did this, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to, if you're interested, and only if you're interested, you don't have to do it. But one of the things that you will learn, I don't promote, I don't do any of that kind of stuff, y'all. But if there's something that works and it can help save you money and help you earn money and I use it, then I'm going to share that with you. There's a link that I have and I was intending on posting it and I forgot and I don't know if I can do it now. But you can email me, and if you're interested, you can download the link. Not only can you save at gas stations, restaurants, you can get money back as well. Y'all, I'm not making this up. If I had access to my phone, I would show you, but I'm on my phone on YouTube, okay? And I will send you a link. And you ain't got to use my link but one time. Because I wasn't going to do it. I was like, Dad, I ain't finna do that. Lord say, why would you not tell people how to give people another way to help put some money in their pocket? Even if you don't stay in California, right? And I was just like, but I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. And this is so, y'all, the link is, the platform is called Upside. I didn't make this up. I found it. Why? Because I was using Uber Eats, because I was out there doing Uber Eats for the time that I was able to. So there's an app. You don't even have to use my link. I just want you to go do it. And then when you get your link app, when you download this app, y'all, I literally have money right now that I can use towards gas because they give you cash back on your gas. I'm not making this up. I'm not telling you anything that is not going to benefit you. I don't work with these people, okay? But you get the link, you go tell somebody else, let me help you save something. On places like Chipotle, on 7-Eleven, there was like Jersey Mike's on there, which I don't really eat there. Y'all, I'm just trying to, and then if you give your link to someone else and they they go and sign up, you're going to receive a one-time bonus. And then every time they use it to get gas, and you can save, because every time for the last 6 fill-ups that I've done, y'all, I've used this app. And every time, and within a couple of days, they give you the cash back. I'm telling y'all this because it's like, listen, the knowledge is out there, the wisdom is out there. And I kid y'all not, I told the Lord this yesterday because I was like, Daddy, I don't want to do it. Because and this is me being completely honest with y'all. I was like, Daddy, I can go on there and tell people to go download this app. And do you know that people won't do it? And it's like, but why? But this the thing, y'all. We can only give you the opportunities. We can only tell you the things to do. It's up to you if you say, you know what? It doesn't matter. If all you got to do is tell somebody to download an app. And then every time they get gas, you get 1 cent per gallon. I'm not making this up. This is, and I don't even have my link posted. You understand? I'm trying to give you real ways to help yourself out of a bind. If the Lord told me to go and do Uber Eats, to go do DoorDash, if he told me to go do these things, y'all, I'm here to tell you to do those things to help yourself so that you can, so you're not sitting. It's not that the Lord won't bless you, but the Lord blesses action, y'all. He blesses us trying to make a way for ourselves. You can use for, yes, come on, show. You could use it for groceries. You could use it and get cash back. Y'all, I kid you not, I tripped out because yesterday when I was looking through the app, because I'm telling y'all, I was like, Daddy, I don't really know because I don't promote nothing. The name of the app is called Upside. And I have a link. My link ain't even posted, y'all. So if you went through my link, then that would benefit me. But I don't even have my link posted. But you go download this app and you create your own link and you go share that with somebody else and you tell them to go share it. Y'all, we have resources out here. We have a way to truly like start, and you don't even look at it as a stream of income, but 1 cent adds up. And don't think nothing if it's 30 cents here. Don't think nothing if it's 5 cents here. You want to get in the mindset of understanding, man, this is still a stream of income. Don't look at it as though it's pennies. Those pennies are going to add up, and before you know it, you're going to have a full tank of gas simply because you shared some wisdom and some information. Okay, so I'm sharing that with y'all. The name is Upside. Okay, and I don't get EBT, but I'm telling y'all, go download this. It was like 17% cash back on like Little Caesars. I like y'all didn't tell me about Chipotle them. I have my link. If you want to use my link, and I appreciate it, right? Because I'm trying to create income for myself as well, y'all. But I didn't even think about it until right now as we're talking about, as I have a note here. If you want to use my link, then just drop me an email and I'll shoot my link back to you. Download the app, use it, get the money back. I literally send it to my children. Like, just send me an email, y'all. The link is in my description box. Just send me an email and I'll shoot you the link. I'll send it to you because I forgot to post it. I can probably do it on YouTube. I don't want to hang the live up in order to do it. Hold on, YouTube. I think, can I comment on YouTube? Oh Lord, I pinned somebody comment. Hold on. I don't even know how to comment on here, y'all. I don't ever comment on my own stuff. I don't. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I can. I don't know. It's not letting me comment on my live. But anyway, I don't know how to do it. But if you email me, then I will send it to you. Child, I done started pushing stuff on here. Send me an email, and because I forgot, I probably had to do it ahead of time. Anyway, that's it. I'm back. Can you pin it live? I probably can. I'll pin it on YouTube, and I'll go back on the comments and pin it on here. So y'all, we creating additional streams of income. This is a stream of income. The more people you share it with, the more income you're going to produce for yourself. And I told the Lord, I was like, Daddy, this the kind of stuff like people be thinking it's fake, y'all, but I don't put my name behind just anything. If I know, like right now when I just went to the app, it literally just showed me I have money on there, and you can cash it out as a gift card. You can use it as different places. You can use it for gas. Y'all better start capitalizing on this stuff, man. Like there's really money out there, but a lot of times it's something as simple as using an app. But you go on Amazon and order, you can get an Amazon gift card. Why not use that money that you get back? Because you really get it back. I have some in there right now, and you can literally use it for something else. Y'all, this free money. You paying for the gas anyway. Why not get a return on what you're already paying? Okay, so true story. I'm gonna pin the link in the YouTube comments when I get done. I'll go back and pin it so y'all can go to my YouTube channel, ToShae Germaine. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. But if I ever come up, and so the whole point of this story is when I was reading the commentary and doing the research on this, in one of the commentaries that I was reading about 1 Kings 4, when it was talking about Elisha, it's like real charity, y'all, is helping people to create and build for themselves. He gave her something practical to use. He gave her something that she could use to help herself, to help her family. And that's always my goal. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why the Lord has me reading about Elisha, is because yes, you can tell people, oh, you're going to be great, you're going to be amazing. No, I want to give y'all stuff that's really going to help you to create something, build something, help you get out of a bind, right? And for me, you better go drive. Yeah, you're going to be tired, but would you rather be tired, or would you rather have the money that you need to pay a quick bill, or to do something to get yourself out, right? Don't be afraid. Even listen, if I made $500 in 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you can go drive some Uber Eats to get yourself out of a bind. Okay, I'm trying to tell y'all, and I would have been doing Uber Eats this weekend if I was able to, but my credentials ain't in order, okay? So I wasn't able to continue to do that. But I'm giving y'all things because we're not going to make excuses, y'all. We're going to make progress. For some of you, that may be an additional stream of income that's going to allow you to fund your business, to fund your projects, y'all. Like, the Lord is requiring us to take action in this time, y'all. He's not allowing us to be lazy. So for some of you, if you've been praying for an additional way, like, the Lord will literally come and give you wisdom. Remember, I told y'all just last week, it's about what you do with the answers when the Lord gives them to you. You may not like it, but if you want to see change, you got to be the change. Come on, Lord, you got to be the change in order to see change start to happen in your life. And look, the rest, relax, and receive, y'all. The Lord will give you your periods of rest, but he's going to give you your periods of go. We cannot just sit and wait on the Lord to drop a blessing in our lap if we're not willing to take action and do something to help ourselves. The Lord is in this season where he's trying to bless folks who are willing to take action to change their lives, who are willing to do something. Yeah, you can sit up and wait on your business to grow and prosper, or you can go get out there and you're going to be the one to have to fund your business. I was talking to the Lord about this because even with the ministry, right, like, people don't think about the fact that it takes money, it takes resources to be able to be a blessing. And I was telling the Lord that, I was like, man, I want to put this in and this in and this in. And the Lord was like, you're not going to be able to fund everything by yourself. I'm trying to build my own businesses that the Lord has blessed me with. I'm trying to do this with the ministry. Anything that you have to do is going to require resources, y'all. So don't sit on it and keep on sitting there thinking like, OMG, like, what am I going to be able to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, take action, do something, y'all. We got to do something, because we're not going to make excuses. We're going to make progress. Okay. These are my cards. This is one of my oracle decks. This is the Message, the ClariTEA is Real oracle deck. All of my oracle decks, the links in my link tree is in the description. I have 9 oracle decks, y'all, that the Lord has blessed me to create in the wilderness. And this is the thing, that's another thing. I was just telling the Lord, I was like, Daddy, I need a P.O. box because I don't have an actual physical address. And I literally, right before this live, was looking up P.O. boxes. Why? Because I want to be able to support y'all's businesses as well. Some of you have supported me in so many things. And so I've been talking to the Lord, like, how can I give back to people who have supported me? And so the Lord is putting me in position to where my resources are not as strapped, or not going to be, or not, I'm going to say not as strapped, right? Y'all know in the last 14 months, I ain't had nothing to do. I had to depend on the support of the Lord. But now the Lord has said, okay, no, I'm putting you back over here. You're going to have your own income and resources. So now he's putting me in a position to be able to support other people's businesses. And so I was like, well, I'm going to have to get a P.O. box so that I can start ordering things from y'all, those of you who have businesses, so I can support you in the same way that you supported me. Like, there's always a plan, y'all. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody. It's go time, y'all. It's go time. And so, and some of you, maybe you're in your rest time, but that doesn't mean that when you're in rest, that you can't start implementing things to help yourself, come on, self-made, come on, God. That doesn't mean that you can't start implementing ideas and implementing things to help yourself be self-made. Drop this in the chat. I'm self-made, because most of you, you're going to come to understand that the Lord is going to want you. He's the one. Come on, God. He's the one who's going to help you to create this wealth. I can't make this up, y'all. The Lord, you're going to find that you're going to be the one that's funding your business. You're going to be the one that's providing until it gets up and going, until the Lord blesses it. And you don't know when that's going to be. You're going to be self-made, y'all. Like, we're self-made multimillionaires and billionaires. We're claiming that energy. So the Lord is going to provide the resources, the insight, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that you need in order to move your business to the next level. But it's going to take funding. It's going to take resources. And for some of you, y'all, we be strapped out here. I was talking to the Lord about it yesterday. I say, that's the thing. When you first got that job, we so grateful for our jobs, right? But the money in our jobs ain't changing, but the prices on everything else is going up, right? So how do you combat that? That's when your creativity comes into play. That's when you start creating something. The Lord starts giving you wisdom, creative energy, so that you can go out there and create something for yourself. Just like Elisha gave this woman and said, go sell your oil. Go sell your oil. And I don't mean like the blessing of the Lord, but at the same time, the way the Lord put it to me, he used these cards. Y'all, he used these as an example. This is oil. This is a blessing from the Lord. This is creating a stream of income. And this is the thing. The Lord is going to give you this. Your oil is your ideas, y'all. It's the things that the Lord is blessing you with in order to help you create and take care of yourself. So people, like, you have to understand, the Lord has been teaching me and talking to me a lot about business practices and just understanding the way business works. And as I learn stuff from the Lord, I share these things with y'all. So the Lord is giving you oil, ideas, right? So that you can go and create something that is yours. Can't nobody take Message ClariTEA Tarot and Oracle cards away from me. It's mine. You understand? So the Lord is giving you something that's yours, that ain't nobody got no say so over. Can't nobody do nothing with it. The Lord is blessing you with what is yours. And that's the thing. And it's going to be more than one thing. And that's what's going to help you to become self-made. It's not going to be your job. 9 times out of 10, most of us are going to use our jobs to fund our visions. Come on, God. He's going to use your job to fund your vision. And then once your vision is able to sustain you, you're not going to need your job anymore. The Lord has already given me what I'm doing for the next 7 years, y'all. Like, we're moving in 7-year cycles. I don't know where you are in your cycle, but y'all know I'm at the beginning. Come on, God, I'm at the beginning of a new 7-year cycle. Remember, if you've been rocking with me, I lost 7 years. It was the 7 years that I wasn't in nursing. I had to be completely taken all the way to the bottom, humbled, and now it's restoration. So you have to know what season you're in. I had to spend 7 years humbled. I had to spend 7 years in famine in order to step into 7 years. But look what was created in those 7 years. In those 7 years, I've built multiple businesses. This ain't about it being where it's going to be. This is about the creation process that happens in the humbling, that happens in your wilderness season. So you got to know. So me personally, I know that I'm in a 7-year cycle. I just ended 7. That the beginning of that 7-year cycle was losing my nursing license, and now the next 7 is beginning with my nursing license. Do you understand? So you have to understand where you are in your own story. Period. I claim my level up, and so that's what the Lord is doing for that. So that's what came through on clarity. We receive it because the Lord came out first. Okay. All that do it. What else? Making something out of nothing. Okay, come on, working with your muse creative aspirations. I'm telling y'all, the Lord be knowing what he's doing. Okay, he knows what he's doing. So don't discount those little small ideas that you think is like, well, that don't even make sense. That's crazy. What you mean? John, what you think I said when the Lord said go put scriptures and Proverbs and Psalms and all this kind of stuff on tarot cards? But you know what? I did, and here I am 9 oracle decks later. So don't you say nothing when the Lord tell you to do something crazy. You better get out there and do that thing. What else? All right, give me a minute is the next card to come out. Process your pain, face your emotions, grieving, suffering in silence. Some of you, where you are, you're starting to realize that there's no fruit. Okay. Like, you can try hard as you want to. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. Sometimes we got to know when something, oh yes, Lord. Some of you are going to have a heartbreaking decision to make, because you may have thought that the thing that you were doing is the thing you were going to be doing forever, but the Lord may be requiring you. It's about the level up that we were just talking about. You may have to let something go, but release it with love, light, and healing energy. And this is going to be different for everyone. You got to know I don't know what you're dealing with in your life, but the Lord is trying to, what's at the bottom of the deck? He who sees God, Archangel Shamuel. The Lord is trying to bring in something better. For some of you, you're starting to understand that there may be something that's hurting more than it's helping. And as a result of that, the Lord is like, if you let this go, that's when the level up is going to happen. And it's not, because it's more so for some of you that something has served its purpose. When something has served its purpose and the Lord says, okay, now release it, it's so that something else can come in that's going to replace it, that's even better. And a lot of times it's hard for us to give up the things that hurt because we have an emotional attachment to it. But some of you, it's like you're coming into a realization, and it's unfortunate and it sucks sometimes. And sometimes this can be in regards to like family. Like there's so many examples that they're showing me right now. But you got to realize, like, sometimes stuff just doesn't work, y'all. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And it's hard because it's become familiar. Okay, it's hard. Come up, my church message today was about the next level up. Child, listen. Well, come on, church message. So this is the thing, y'all. Like, the Lord doesn't, we weren't designed to stay at the same place. Like, we literally are intended, he's intending for us to level up. Like that, we're never supposed to stay at the same place. So for some of you, it's like realizing the thing that you've been holding on to that is keeping you from that next level, that next season, because your next season ain't going to include everybody. Okay, it's not, y'all, and it sucks. But when you start seeing people fall off, when you start seeing, like, when the Lord, because it ain't nothing you're doing, you simply, you moving up, you've grown, you've elevated, and sometimes people don't. It's nothing that you've done. It's some people ain't ready for the next level, but that don't mean we have to learn not to let other people not being ready keep us from moving up. A lot of times that's one of our biggest challenges, and that's what keeps us stuck for so long, is because we want everybody to move up with us, but you can't stop your hustle because somebody else ain't ready to step into theirs. You got to keep on moving. So for some of you, it hurts a little bit when this could be family, friends, relationships, when you realize like they can't go with you. I'm not gonna sit and act like it's all good, but you can't stop because somebody else ain't ready for it. So for some of you, that's what they're giving me on this, is that it's like you're ascending, you're elevating. This is about your growth and expansion. Everybody's not ready for that level. So hopefully they'll catch up. It's not like it's forever. It could just be for now. Sometimes you stagger with people. You may take a step and maybe they just not ready yet, and hopefully you can pray for them, and hopefully they'll bring themselves up to the next level where you are. But that don't mean you stop stepping up. You got to let them catch up to you. Okay, you got to let them catch up to you. So for some of y'all, that's what's coming through on that. And deal with it, right? It's nothing bad about it, but remember, y'all, we on a journey to become self-made. We're on a journey to become self-made. Like, the Lord has given you a vision. He's given you something that you have to step into, and sometimes you got to leave some people behind. Like, you can't, it's unfortunate, but you can't stop yourself for because of somebody else. We cannot do that. I don't know who somebody, it's like, I know honey one, but you can't hold yourself back anymore. So some of you are releasing. This full moon might have done that as well. Like, you're seeing the bigger picture because the Lord is giving you bigger vision. And so as a result of you seeing the bigger picture on things, some people don't have a big picture perspective. Okay, and so look, game over, endings, you completing a cycle. Telling y'all, release and receive, making room for new. Told y'all, like, the Lord is literally like, there's some things that are ending that we have to move on from so we can level up. So for some people, yes, this heartbreak, this disappointment. And this the thing, you know it, and it hurts because, yeah, we have to release things sometimes, but when you release, you're also going to receive. Okay, so just know that for everything there is a time and a season, period. Like, you just got to know, some people are there forever. And I like, shout out to those of y'all. I say this, there's some of y'all who've been rocking with me from the very beginning, and who we started with is not who we ending with, right? There's a whole new group of people who rocking with us now in the community. Kathy been rocking with me from the beginning. Jay Causey been rocking with me from the beginning. Like, there are those of y'all who been with me, and y'all see it ain't very many. The same people who rocking with us now, we don't, not that we, it's like, man, they wouldn't, but them two, like the people who I know, Chris Curls, Amanda, like, it's so many people, Christina, who been rocking with me for some years now, right? And so you'll start to see the circle change. You'll start to see, because this the thing, I ain't never stopped moving forward. So the people who continue to move forward with me are the people who are like, they like, I'm not staying stuck. I'm moving up too. Like, that's the thing. You're gonna surround yourself with people who like, man, come on, your value just went up. You're gonna surround yourself with people who refuse to stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I cannot stay stagnant. I have things to accomplish. Y'all, like, look, you either keep up or you're gonna have to catch up, period. Because I'm not stopping. And so for some of you, that's what's happening, okay? You either keep up or you're going to have to catch up. But either way, I'm going to keep moving forward. Let's talk about your value just went up, because they said that's for over here. So for some of you, this is about, and this could be in regards to this, give me a minute as well, knowing your value, okay? Knowing your value, knowing your worth. Thank you for sharing the live, dearest one. Be like you come understand. What you gonna do? Look, you either get right or get left. What? Get right or get left, because I'm gonna continue to move forward. I got things to accomplish. Okay, what else? Your home card. Let's see. You were valuable, forged under pressure. Drop some diamonds in the chat. Drop some diamonds in the chat, man. Let me just tell y'all, that last season. That last season, anybody else just like, man, thank you, Lord, that we at the end of that season. I'm talking about boot up. You better, you're 10 toes down. You better boot up, baby, because let me tell you what. Ain't no, I'm finna say this cuss word. It ain't even a cuss word. Ain't no way in hell. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. Y'all know, y'all gonna get to know, when I say this, I mean business. Because I don't swear on my Lord and Savior. But I swear on Jesus' sandals, them sandals. I ain't going back. Okay? I ain't going back. I ain't going back. Y'all got the, man, if you, daddy, I meant that in my spirituals. I ain't going back. What? I don't even want to go back to visit. I don't even want, you gotta send me an email. Because you send me an email. Matter of fact, I don't know, listen. I ain't going back. I don't want to visit. I don't want to recollect. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm talking about what? Jesus, he going with us. He ain't even back there in that. He ain't even back in that season no more. He going. Thank you, Lord. My God, today. Thank you that he going with me, because, baby, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Who said something about seasons change? Can we talk about it? Because it just showed up at the bottom of the deck. This a new season. Not me, y'all, nor Jesus. We ain't back in that season no more. The season then changed. It then changed. Okay? We're not going back. It ain't nothing that could make me go back to that season, y'all. I cannot make it up. Thank you, Lord, for changing seasons. In hermit mode, moving on, releasing with love, and starting over. Because yes, a lot of us are literally starting from the bottom. Now we here. Do you know We're not doing that. We not. That's just it. Okay. So some of you in that last season, you had to learn your value, your worth. You know yourself. You know yourself so much better. Come on, Lord. Do you trust me? God, divine guidance, intuitive feelings, your inner compass, listen and obey. Telling you, man, you know yourself so much better. So for some of you, and this is coming up in front of, like the way I read, y'all, we're going left to right. So behind us is what? The heartbreak, the disappointment, the things that we letting this go. For some of us, we've gone through a grieving process. We've had to let go of pain. This could be relationships. Maybe you've done your healing process, your wilderness journey included, like really going through, like really healing, y'all. You got to do your healing. In the wilderness, you do your healing. In your wilderness, you learn to let go. In your healing, you understand that this was a necessary step in order for elevation. So we're leaving that behind us. We're not taking old pain, old injuries, old trauma. I just was talking about the Lord today, because as we're in the book, we're finishing out the book of Judges for Bible clarity, and as I was recording today, there's gonna be some triggering, child. There's some triggering in the Bible as we getting ready to close out. Was it Judges? And child, there's some triggering in that thing. The last couple chapters of Judges like that took me out. But anyway, I think we're gonna read it on like Tuesday or something, because then Ruth, and then we start 1 Samuel on Friday. And so it's triggering, baby. And so I was literally talking to the Lord about trauma, because I was triggered as I was recording it. I was triggered, and y'all go, if you watch Bible Clarity, if you tap in with us, I was like, triggered much? I was triggered. Story for a different day. But y'all, I'm so grateful for the healing that has happened, so that those same things, like I know my value now. Some of you, let me just say this, because they're bringing it to my spirituals. Has anybody ever been in a toxic relationship? Anybody ever dealt, whether this was, most of us, this is like romantic partnerships. You ever been in like just a toxic relationship? It was so toxic. It was so toxic. And so look, we in our new season, because I'm pressing I almost said I'm pressing charges on the last season, period. So I'm talking about it would. So if you've ever been in a toxic relationship, this is the thing. I'm so grateful for every person I've been in a relationship with, right? Because they taught me so much. I realize now my value and my worth. I know who I am now. So the things that I did tolerate in those seasons of my life, I would no longer tolerate at all, ever. Okay, in this one, because I know my value and I know my worth. And so as you begin to change seasons, as you start to learn yourself more, this is why the Lord will send you out there in the wilderness by yourself, okay? Because you got to know your value. A lot of times we don't know our value, our worth, and that's why we end up allowing the things to happen. A lot of it is passed on. It's what you are used to, is familiar. There are so many reasons that we stay in toxic relationships, right? But once you know your value, you'll never accept those things again. You'll never accept them. So for some of you, as the season is changing for you, it's game over for some folks, like these El Fulios we done dealt with in the past, right? And we have been in El Fulio a time or two in our lives. So this is not just about them. This is about us knowing who we are. And once you know your value, your worth, if you don't know how to love yourself, no one's going to love you correctly. Can we just say that? If you don't know how to love yourself, there's no person that's going to love you correctly. Because the only way that someone's going to know how to love you, if you first love yourself. And then how you love yourself is then a requirement. Does that make sense? So you have to require a certain level of love from yourself before someone else can give that to you. Yes, exactly. That's why self-love is the best love, because if you don't love yourself, you better learn how to date yourself, treat yourself. Y'all think it's a game. Don't worry, if you're a woman, don't be like, oh, he need to get this done, get that done. No, baby, be able to do those things for yourself. However, if that's a requirement, then you need to make sure you're first doing those things for yourself. Don't expect a man to get your feet and your hands, your nails done if you're not doing that for yourself. Don't expect him to be paying for weekly massages if you're not willing to pay for a weekly massage yourself. Mind you, when the Lord releases me to have a man, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, I get weekly. I'm gonna get weekly massages. Yep. Why? Because I get. As a matter of fact, he gonna need to buy me a whole hydro massage bed to just put in my house or apartment. I'm just saying. I'm speaking those things that are not as if they are. I'm back. So you got to be willing to do those things for yourself first. So don't just expect somebody to come in and do something you ain't doing. Self-love is the best love. Message. Okay. So pour into yourself, ladies, men. Pour into yourself, and then watch how someone will come and pour into you, because you're not going to accept any less than that. You got to have, this is boundaries, y'all, like boundaries 101. You don't accept less than what you deserve. Change your season, know your worth. Oh, that's a message. Change your season and know your worth. Okay, I'm back. So that's that for some of y'all. And this is clarifying the home card, y'all. So this is about foundations. Like in your wilderness season, you learn how to set boundaries. You learn how to say, okay, this is what I will accept, won't accept. I want this, I don't want this. If y'all ain't just sat down, you got to first be the energy you want to attract, right? You got to first be that thing before you can attract that thing. And this the thing, like, I had somebody ask me, why am I single? Because I don't want a man that's in the position that I'm in. Now, hear me and hear me well. Why do I say that? I've dated build-a-bays, okay? Just keep it a buckles. I've dated build-a-bays. What do you mean, ToShae? I was trying to build them, but I wasn't building myself. And so I'm just not in build-a-bay season. I'm just not doing that. If we're gonna build, we're gonna build together. So I want to attract the same type of person that if you got to be where I'm at, y'all. I just can't do it again. I refuse. Like this is me knowing my value, knowing my worth. And this, sometimes you hear people say, well, what if he trying to get on his feet and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'ma just keep it a buckles with you. I'm not in that season anymore, because I'm still having to build myself up. And so I would rather just meet somebody once the Lord puts me in a certain position. Now, what the Lord decides to be and do, what the Lord decides to do is I can't do nothing about. But at the same time, like, man, you don't want somebody who's still sitting and just trying to, like, just not doing nothing. Y'all, I can't do it, and I'm not gonna do it. And so I would rather be single for the rest of my life than do the same things that I've already done. And look, I'm not Bob the Builder Bay. I'm not doing that in this season. And so I'm gonna sit and I'm going to continue to build myself, because that's the problem, y'all. We will take all of our, come on, God, we will take all of our effort and put it on building someone else versus building ourselves. Then we wonder why we sitting up there, and this is me speaking from experience. I'm trying to make sure they have a good life, but I'm not getting that reciprocity. And in this season, no, it's gonna be reciprocal or nothing. Like, I'm not in that season anymore. Come on, price match. Like, that's why you got to know your value, y'all. Like, real talk. And this is men and women. You ain't getting with nobody because of money and resources. That don't mean nothing, because you can lose that, then y'all both be messed up. You got to really know who you are. Okay, like, you got to know who you are. Y'all just don't even understand. One day when I finally get the Love and Clarity deck, we gonna delve deeper. Y'all just wait. We're going to be talking money. We're going to be talking love, because I got a love deck. I got a money deck. And y'all just wait till the Lord bless me. Them the first 2 decks I'm ordering, because every day is going to be dedicated to something different. Y'all just don't even know what's coming. But anyway, we'll talk more about that as it happens, right? So you got to know, okay? So it's not that you don't want to deal with a person who's building, but are you built first? Don't expect somebody to be coming in trying to build you and be who you are, and then attract someone and y'all build together. But both of y'all, it's equally yoked, y'all. It's equally yoked, okay? Speak now, me too, with my friends and family. I'm focusing on me and my kids. Like, sometimes that's what you got to do. I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Dorothy. I'm grateful my children are grown, you know what I'm saying? But Just telling y'all. So I don't know who need to know that message, but baby, we're not doing it. We're just not. I'm tired for somebody. I know that was, I don't know. No. And for some of you, that's the lesson. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, that's the lesson. You cannot build somebody else up. They have got to be responsible. And so I love y'all, whoever this message is for, but I can speak on this. It's enabling. You're enabling them. You're enabling them. They grown. They got to get it how they live. Just like you got to get it how you live. We can't keep enabling grown people. And just in this season, we're just not going to do it. People be getting mad because people, like, there are certain people who be like, well, they don't want to date down. No, I just don't want to. I'm not enabling anybody anymore, because the more you take care of a person, the more that person feels like they don't have to take care of themselves. No, we're not doing that. It's time for that. We're not doing that. Okay, come on, inspiration, and then we finna close this thing out. No, we're not doing that. We're done with that. Look, read the fine print. Contracts, okay, commitment, soul contracts, new opportunities, binding agreements is coming in. So for some of you, your inspired ideas, the inspiration that the Lord is giving you, it is really getting ready to call in the right type of contracts. Now, I talked about this one day last week on one of the messages. Don't sign something before you're ready. Come on, Archangel Michael. Don't sign something before you're ready, and make sure you ask questions. But some of you have this could be very lucrative contracts that are coming in. And I claim that for all of us. If you have something you've been working on, something you've been trying to make happen, some of you may be in expectation of a contract that the Lord is bringing in for you. This could be financial for some of you, career related. This could be about a project, something that you're working on. You're getting ready to sign. Okay, some of you are getting ready to sign. Some of you could be signing for a home as well. Okay, but the Lord is bringing the clarity. He's bringing the resource. For some of you, this is just come on, God, this is about the understand. Let me just pull these up. Hold on, because there's a lot. So we're going to bring the Lord up and we're going to close this out. I don't even feel like we need any additional cards. Okay, so listen. So for some of you, the Lord is giving you the clarity you need about what it is that you're getting ready to start working on. What's the direction that you're going in? You've been asking for clarity. So now the clarity is like solidifying is what they're showing me. This crystal ball. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting the wisdom. For some of us, we really had to learn to just trust the Lord and allow the plans to unfold. In your resting season or in your wilderness season, the Lord is providing a way for you to make a way for yourself. Just like we talked about with Elisha. He's giving you practical steps, application, things that you can do in order to sustain, right? So don't discount the wisdom that the Lord is giving you, because whatever these creative ideas, it feels like for some of you, they're definitely leading to new contracts. For some of you, this can be in regards to relationships. Remember, we all have contracts with each other. If you're in here on this live, then we at some point in the spirituals and continue to, we have a contract that there's something, y'all are giving me energy, I'm giving you a word, you're gonna go do what the Lord has given you to do, your mission, your work, right? And so you're creating new contracts with new people, and you're calling in new contracts. The broken contracts, the old contracts, the releasing of all of this, it's done, right? And as you release, you receive, as this card says. Which one is it? As you release, you receive. And so we're in the process now of calling in the right people, the right connections, the right resources. Y'all hear the train, the right everything that we need for this season. The Lord is always going to equip us for the season that He's stepping us into. He's not going to give us more than we need. He's going to give us exactly what we need, exactly when we need it, okay? So some of you, it's like your ending really does create new beginnings, y'all. So just know that if you had to sacrifice and let go of some things, some of you, this is about giving up. Like you're not going to be in isolation anymore, but it's just about knowing the season that you're in, okay? Some of you are renewing your contract with the Lord. Okay, y'all know I do this. Like when the Lord calls me into moving into a new season. Can I just tell y'all the importance of communion? Unbeknownst to me, right? When He calls me to take communion, I take communion. And the Lord called me to take communion at the beginning of May. He calls me to take communion, but you got to chop it up with Padre God to know how long he wants you to take communion. For me, it's typically 7 days. Do y'all realize how much the Lord has changed? If you've been over here, do you see how much the Lord has changed within just a month of my life? I literally have, so much has changed in the last month till it's like that momentum. You can, sometimes it's hard to even keep up with the Lord. Sometimes you just be sitting like, oh my gosh, because things will speed up. So I took communion from May 1st until May the 7th for 7 days. And literally it was a renewing of the contract with the Lord. And so I periodically, like, I think I've done that. That's maybe the first or second time this year whenever the Lord calls me to do communion, and I have a specific prayer I pray, like everything. It's a process, y'all, and I do it every morning for 7 days. It's very, it's detailed, right? And so for some of you, this is about renewing that contract with the Lord. Like whatever he's asking you to do, he's going to require commitment. Don't be afraid to commit to the Lord. Like that is our goal, y'all. We've got to commit to what it is that he has told us to do. It's going to come in a multitude of ways. And so just like your commitment is going to be tested, as we've talked about. But if the Lord is giving you a vision, come on, 555. If the Lord has given you a vision, please stick with it, because it is what is going to literally change your life. I'm so grateful that I can stay committed to what the Lord, look, Jinx, right, has asked me to do, because it literally, all of a sudden now, like possibilities have opened and doors are opening. It's those things that we think that you don't think are going to happen in your life, but all of a sudden it's just like, wow, the Lord really made that possible. So if the Lord is calling you into fasting, because yes, I fast as well. If the Lord is calling you into fasting, if he's calling you, and this don't have to be food and water fast, okay? Fast, okay? If he tells you to cut social media out, cut it out. If he tells you to do a water fast for 3 days, then do that. I don't know about all these specific types of fast and all of that. I don't know about all that. You have to let the Lord speak to your spirituals, whatever he tells you to do. But he will call you to release those. It's like and it's not when you're fasting, y'all, you're fasting for a reason. It's more than likely it's for clarity. Especially so for some of you, maybe that's what you need to know. It's like when you're fasting with intention. You're not fasting just to be fasting. You're fasting so that you can be lighter, so that you can be more receptive, so that you can hear from the Lord, so that you can receive clarity, so that you are clear about what it is the Lord is speaking to you. What can you do if an evil relative does everything they can to do bad to you and curse you? Baby, you got to not deal. It's your choice to deal with that person. And curses only work if you believe in them. Okay, I saw you put that twice, so I'ma just answer it. Kano, you pray Psalms 91, and you pray for them, and you pray for them to be delivered from whatever they got going on. Baby, don't give them no energy. Okay, you don't have time for that. Don't give them energy. They can't stop anything unless they can't have power over you unless you give it to them. So don't even give it to them. Even if they try to stop everything they can, eventually it's going to catch up with them. So just don't give them energy for it, okay? So whatever the Lord is calling you in to do, whatever, like if he's calling you to fast, just pray for clarity. Well, then somebody got to move. Then, okay, well, living with them is a choice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will stop the live and just give wisdom right here on site. I will, because you're there. It's a choice. You can't complain about if somebody's giving, like, you got to think about this. If someone's giving you a place to stay, it's a choice to be there. You ain't that uncomfortable, but this the thing, it's gonna be up to you. You don't say you can't move, because you can move. You may just not like the options. So you either gonna have to learn how to just deal with it, and then pray and continue to take the steps that are necessary and until you're able to go, right? Some people work lots of jobs and still can't get a place, or some people are homeless and we just got to wait and do what the Lord has told us to do until we're able until the Lord blesses us with a place to stay. So it's a lot of things, there's a lot of ways, but there are other options. Sometimes we don't like the answers, but this thing, you can't change that person. So you, as little contact as you can have with them, maybe you just need to only be there to sleep at night. Find you something else to do. I don't care. I've had to sit in my car so that I hadn't had to deal with people before. There are other options. You just may not like the answers, but don't give them power by even letting them know that they're affecting you. That's just the enemy using them to try to get to you. So don't let that, so don't act like it don't even bother you. Like, just act like it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't let it bother you. And I know that sounds bad, but they're only doing it because they know that it affects you. They know that they're getting under your skin. That's how the enemy works. If he finds a wound, he's gonna keep pushing it. The more you get upset, the more you feel some type of way about it, the more you're gonna be bothered by it. And he just gonna keep pushing it. It's a button. He's just gonna keep his finger on it. Just keep his finger on it. Okay, that's it. So if you just have to not give the energy, stop letting it bother you. Pray for him anyway, and then watch the Lord bless you. He can bless you miraculously with somewhere to stay. Okay, I hope that helped. Okay, I'm back. So this is about, some people are just in your life to be an antagonist, and they're gonna antagonize you as long as you let them. So don't let them. Okay, don't let them. That's my best advice. If you can't move right now, bust a hustle. Do what you have to do to make a way to get somewhere for you and your child. And then then it's out. Then you out. Okay. So sometimes we have to do what we have to do until we can do what we want to do. But do everything that you can. No excuses. We don't make excuses. We make progress. Do everything that you can in order to get yourself out of the situation, and then the Lord can come in and bless the work that you're doing to make a change for yourself. Okay. Next, your value just went up. Some of you're realizing thank you, Lord. You talked about this earlier with me. He was telling me you're realizing just how valuable you are to the Lord, just how much you mean to him. I was grateful this morning. I was praying just this afternoon as well, and I was just telling the Lord how grateful I am. And I talked to y'all about this, like that he, as much as he has going on, he hears our prayers and he hears the things that we have going on, right? And so some of you are you're getting ready to understand, if you don't already, like just how valuable you are to the Lord. Like, y'all, he really loves us. Like, he loves us so much, and sometimes we forget that, because we get lost in our troubles or lost in the different things, the circumstances and situations that we have going on. But the Lord will never, he knows the plans that he has for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, always. And somebody needs to know that, because that's what he was like, he plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Hey, spiritually, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. He's never going to intentionally put you in harm's way. Okay. But even, come on, God, now he's bringing me back to this. You got to understand that come on, Lord. Sometimes the Lord will put you in a situation. Come on, God. He will put you in a situation so that you realize how tough you are. There are some people who are only spurred to action when the Lord puts them in a situation that pisses them off, that makes them mad, that makes them feel some type of way, because what he's making you learn, he's teaching you a lesson by putting you in a situation that seems, and come on, God, that seems impossible for you to get out of. He will, and a lot of times there are some people who won't be moved to action until you're put in an impossible situation. And the Lord will put you there so that you can understand how powerful you are, that you have the ability to overcome. Because a lot of times that's when we get into this victim mindset and victim mentality and start feeling like, woe is me, I can't do. No, we're never going to say the word can't. We need to throw that out. The Lord will put you in something, and he's not going to let any harm come to you, but it's so that you will know the power that you truly have, because he fills you with that. He gives you the power to overcome any enemy, any devil, any demon, any darkness. He gives you the power to overcome all of that. Pray, walk around come on, God, walk around that house praying for this person. Walk around that house, putting the Lord up in there, putting some love, light, and healing energy in there. And then you really gonna see, maybe you there to deliver. Come on, God, maybe you there to deliver that person. Maybe you're there to inspire that person to believe in the Lord and to understand, so he can display his power in that place. So you got to think at it with, it's at a different perspective. Like, put the Lord up in that thing. Put him in the equation. And whenever they curse you, whenever they hex you, whenever they do something bad to you, you throw the Lord in their face. You let them know that you're walking with Jehovah Jireh. You start speaking the Lord's Prayer. Pray in that thing. Walk around that house praying Psalms 91. Walk around with a Bible in your hand and watch the enemy flee from you. That's the power of the Lord. The Lord may be putting you there so you can deliver and remove that evil from the person. You never know why the Lord will put you there, but sometimes it's about you stepping into your power and knowing who you are when he puts you in those particular environments. You may be just the cure that the person needs in order to overcome the evil, the demons that they're dealing with. So look at it from the Lord's perspective. If he put you there, he put you there in power. He didn't put you there in weakness. And you don't want to be you don't want the reason that you're being there to be because, or still there because, oh, I'm afraid and I can't. No, you go in there with the power of the Lord because that's what he's given you. Okay? That's what he's giving you. So don't discount what the reason the Lord will put you in a situation or in a place. You understand? Message. Come on, Lord. He will put you there, and he will put you there with power and authority, so that because you may need to deliver somebody in that thing. You better step into that power that he's giving you. That's why he's like, no, I'm gonna show up, and you ain't got to do nothing. Walk around there and pray. Walk around there and give him the glory. Walk around there and praise him. Walk around there and read the Bible. Walk around there in the goodness, with the goodness of the Lord in your heart, and let his light shine through you, and that may help you in your situation. Okay, I hope that helps. He brought that back. Thank you, Lord. We received that. But y'all, wherever you're stepping into, because come on, God, understand, for some of you, the Lord is putting you into places where there is darkness, where the evil is rampant, y'all. And this is why he strengthens us in our wilderness seasons. He's strengthening us to go into the places where the light is needed, where he is needed. He's not going to put you anywhere you're not equipped for. And this is come on, God. Come on, Lord. This is why for some of you, he will separate you from the darkness. He will put you in your isolation season so that he can strengthen you, so that when he puts you back into a situation, that you'll be able to handle that darkness. You'll be able to handle whatever is thrown at you, right? So you have to, it's like you learning these things about the Lord when you're vulnerable, when you are going through, and he did this for me. The Lord removed me from everyone that was toxic and put me in complete isolation, not dealing with anyone. That way, when he starts to reintroduce you to the negativity, the darkness, the enemy, when he takes you to a new level, you're going to be able to deal with it. You're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you ain't got nothing on me because I look at the God I serve. What is this? You can't do nothing with me. Like, he strengthens you for that. But when you're vulnerable, when you're going through something, y'all, he will remove you so that he can prepare you. But don't think that he won't send you back. You realize that wherever we go, y'all, this is a battle. It's a war. We are fighting the darkness. So you have to be prepared for that. He's not going to send you in there weak. He's going to send you in there prepared. He's going to send you in there strengthened, so that you'll be able to go and spread the message, go and talk about him, go and glorify him in the presence of the enemy, so that you can remove whatever that darkness is that's there. So for some of you, this is about knowing your power. Like, this is what he's doing. He's making you ready and prepared for whatever. Just like, y'all, look at the stuff we see about Hollywood and different places that the Lord is sending a lot of you. This is like, y'all, we're fighting the enemy, so you got to be prepared to go out there in the swamp with the gators, right? You got to be prepared for where he's sending you. So this is why you got to spend that extra time with the Lord. This is why you really got to know him and be strengthened in him. This is why when he puts you in your wilderness season, it's you and God time. That's it. It's y'all's time. And you need that because you have to be strengthened. You have to be able to stand firm against the enemy. What is this? Ephesians 6:10, 6:11, 6:12. Maybe, I think it is. We're not fighting down here. We're fighting up there. So he's got to strengthen you for where he's getting ready to take you. The more light that, come on, God, the more light that you shine, the more the enemies are going to attack you. Do you understand? This is why a lot of people don't fight the fight, because it's easier to succumb to the darkness than it is to walk in the light. Okay, but the light is where we should always want to be, and it's in new levels, new devils. The more you shine, the more the enemy is going to attack you to try to snuff your light out. This is why you have to be strengthened. You have to stand 10 toes down with the Lord. Like, nope, I'm protected, I'm shielded. You got to stay prayed up, because you're not gonna stop getting attacked. You're going to get attacked more. The more you're talking about God, the more light you're shedding, that you're putting out there, the more you're inspired. Come on, inspiration. The more you're inspiring people, the more you go and create your business. The enemy don't want you to go create your business. Why? Because you're no longer going to be stuck in the systems. Come on, man. Y'all just don't even know how much work the Lord has done on me. And all I do is sit and contemplate and really talk to the Lord and allow him to pour into me. That's why it's freedom. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. You don't understand why y'all think the Lord said, no, you can't keep them food stamps. I'm your source and your resource, because that's a system, y'all. It's a system. And the systems are trying to keep us dependent. They're trying to keep us dependent. They're trying to, it's just like work. It's just like the 9-to-5 hustle. And I'm not talking about every job, because y'all know I'm working a job, right? But I'm going and serving the Lord in the job. This is why we have to look at the way that we look at our jobs. If you're doing something that is helping people, healing people, if you're a nurse, if you're a case manager, a social worker, a doctor, don't be in it for the money. Do it because you really want to help people, because you really want to help people heal. Look at your job a little bit different, because the enemy is trying to keep all of us oppressed, y'all. This is why you need to, if you're in service, if you're doing what you're doing for the Lord, you need to do it with a smile. You need to do it with happiness. You have to do it with a heart that's saying, man, I'm out here doing the Lord's work. Because if you do that, then that means you're helping other people to become free. And the point is, y'all, we have got to become free. This is why the Lord said create a business, because the enemy can't control your business. It is yours. The enemy don't want us to be free. He doesn't want us to act on these inspired ideas. Why you think the Lord keep on telling me to come up here and tell y'all, go build a business, go build something, do something with the idea? I don't care what you're doing. Paint, create, do something that is going to allow you to begin to break the stronghold that the enemy has on you. Because why you think more people, as these millennials, I think it is, they don't want to work for people. They want to have businesses. They want to own their own, because the systems control us. Like we talked about in the beginning, y'all. If you're working for someone, the money ain't going up that you're making. The work that you're doing is you're getting more work to do. You getting in trouble for not doing enough work. But the money ain't going up, but the job requirements are going up, but the prices of everything is going up. This is how they keep us controlled, y'all. It's lockdown. That's why the Lord will tell you, no, quit that job. No, leave it. Go build something. That's why he'll tell you that. And he's going to keep saying it. Hold on, y'all. I got to drink some water, because that was a word. He's going to keep telling you to do it, because it's how you become free. Why you think it's so difficult? That's why it's so hard. So I don't know who needed that message, but Lord said what he said. This is why it's so important for us to build something that no one else has control over. And then don't give up your rights to it. Why you think so many people in the industry, in these different industries now, are going independent versus being controlled by other things? Okay, just got to know the game. It's a game. Game over. Drop that in the chat. Game over. Period. Game over. We playing God's game now. Okay, that's it. We're playing God's game. And this is the season that's changing for a lot of you, because you're becoming, the more, this is freedom, y'all. This is the kind of stuff that the Lord is asking me to share. I'm not here to tell you it's going to be easy. I'm here to help you play God's game. Okay, and he won, period. We here to play God's game, because he's always gonna win. You just got to understand it, y'all. It's simply about understanding, and this is what the Lord does. He provides understanding. Okay, so it's game over. Because this is how our season changes, y'all. Come on, God. We received this, and see, this why I told y'all, I just asked the Lord, I say, Dad, am I supposed to still be doing Sunday spirituality? And until the Lord tells me to stop doing this, y'all, we ride until the wheels fall off, because I need y'all to understand the importance of playing God's game. It's game over for these things that are keeping us oppressed and keeping us bound. I'm not here to tell you to follow me. I want you to pick up your Bible and get some instructions. I want you to go talk to God and get your instructions, get your clarity. I'm just here to encourage you to go talk to him. Look, the ancestors and them that showed up and everything. Like, y'all, we playing a different game in this season. We not playing, we playing a new game, new rules. Drop that in the chat. New game, new rules. God's game has different rules. It has different rules, y'all. We ain't playing by the rules of the enemy. We don't play his game no more. We're not doing that. So who does that? We're not playing his game anymore. We're playing God's game. Remember, we on God's chessboard, okay? So we allow him to, that's why we allow him to order our steps. Why do you think that the enemy will try so hard to keep you from doing what God has asked you to do? We talk about warfare. Why do you think that the first thing he works on is your mind, to try to get you from doing the things that the Lord has told you to do? He doesn't want you to create. He doesn't want you to grow. He doesn't want you to elevate. New game, new rules. That needs to be a whole nother, maybe that's what I'll call this today when I go back and edit. New game, new rules, y'all. We playing God's game, okay? What else? Was that it, Lord? So for some of y'all, maybe that's just what you needed to understand. Like, this is why the Lord keep on giving you this message. Like, please go do this thing. If you're praying and the Lord has already given you the answer, do something with it. Okay, do something with it. Final words of guidance, and we're gonna be out this thing. What y'all want to use? Yeah. That was a lot, but this is a good message, and I receive it, Lord. I thank you for it. Come on, microphone. Look, on the cut. I'm trying to told y'all right now. Let me talk about these, and then we finna go, okay? The microphone. Come on, trending. We receive that. Y'all like the live, share the love. News, trending, make known current events, public speaking the truth. Come on, Lord. So this is about you understanding and not being afraid to go and share this with other people. Go tell some people about the goodness of the Lord. Why y'all think we want to give God the glory? Why y'all think I'm like, please share your wins. Please talk about the goodness of the Lord. Y'all just, maybe you don't think about it, but if you start just talking about, this is why positivity is so important on this, man. If you just stay positive, if you just keep giving God the glory, the enemy's not going to be able to attack. It's not that he won't attack you. The attacks start to bounce off of you for real, y'all. Once you become aware of what spiritual warfare is at play in your life, this is why the Lord allows me to talk about it, because a lot of times you don't realize what you're battling, or sometimes you don't understand. For some of you, this is like the wounds we were talking about. The enemy will come in and try to press on a wound that just over and over and over and over, until you understand it. So I need you to start looking at the things that whenever things start going different, like bad in your life, the Lord said, how are you responding? How are you responding to the way that when things start going chaotically in your life? When something bad happens, this is us. Come on, God, this is us coming out of dealing with the things emotionally, because emotional will get us messed up, y'all. This is why the Lord is emphasizing, like, we're not going to be making emotional decisions. You need to make things with a clear mind. Don't let, yes, it might trigger you to all get out, but don't make a decision when you in your feelings, because 9 times out of 10 you won't make the right one, and because you're not thinking with you're not thinking with the Lord. You're thinking with, oh my gosh, I'm in panic, I'm in crisis mode. And come on, Lord, that's something else I'm gonna put it on, because I think I gotta put it. Y'all, can we just say we coming out of survival mode? Can we just say that? The Lord talked to me about that day before yesterday, I believe. We coming out of survival mode. The Lord is allowing me to show people how to come out of survival mode. And it all comes down to surrender. I know it seems impossible because most of us, we live our entire lives in survival mode. But we're coming out, okay? That's another message for another day. We're coming out of survival mode. We're not going to stay. We're not surviving. We're thriving, okay? Drop that in the chat. I'm thriving. We're not doing that anymore. The enemy, I'm telling y'all, this is all a tactic. The enemy wants you to think that the Lord is not going to bless you, that you can't be abundant. It's not going to happen overnight. And I'm so grateful that the Lord is allowing y'all to see these different transitions in my life, because y'all are come on, God, he's literally allowing you to see somebody in real life, in real time. You're not going back reading a book. Not to say that I won't write them, but you're not seeing me talk about a book. No, you're seeing the Lord take me from surviving to thriving in real life. There's nothing that I'm doing. I'm simply being obedient to what the Lord said. I'm not doing anything. I can't take any glory for anything happening in my life. But he's allowing me to just come on here and show y'all, like, man, people don't believe it's real, but let me show you what obedience does. Let me show you how obedience can change your life. He's allowing people to see me go from surviving to thriving. So there's not a single person who will ever be able to come across these videos and say, I don't know how. I'm showing you how. I'm showing you everything that I've done, any step, and you're not paying for this. Okay? This is free wisdom, free knowledge, so that you can look at your own situation and you'll be able to say, man, he did it for her, because look where I started from. And step by step, the Lord has said, let me just show them this, tell them this, show them this. He won't let me keep any secrets. You know how many times you hear, and there's so many different people be like, shh, don't talk about that. Don't say that. The Lord is not giving me that, y'all. He's not giving me the chance. He's like, no. And y'all, hear me and hear me well. I have not always been that type of person. I have been the type of person, I ain't telling you nothing. You ain't gonna know what's going on in my life. It ain't your business. And in this season, the Lord said, no, you ain't gonna be able to do that, because when I tell y'all, meet people where they are. That's why you hear so many people talking about, shh, don't tell you don't say that. The Lord is not giving me that opportunity, y'all. He is not allowing me to not be. I have to be transparent. He's not allowing me to be anything else. Why? Because if I start holding back and you don't understand the different steps, the different levels, the different things that are going on as I'm building a business, as I'm going through different things, how are you going to know how to navigate it when similar situations come up in your own life? How are you going to know how to deal with warfare if you don't understand the tactics of warfare? It's very easy for people to get up and give you advice, but the thing is I can't just give advice. I need to give solutions. It's about giving solutions. I'm here to give solutions. How can I help people to get out of their own problems? And I'm not sure, this is free. Okay, this is free. So there's not a person who will be able to say at any point, well, I don't have the money. Me neither, but God made a way. Well, I don't have nowhere to stay. Me either, but God made a way. The Lord did this very specifically, y'all, so that wherever you are, whatever the circumstance, I don't care. It does not matter. The Lord's gonna be like, he's like, you ain't gonna be able to use that one either, because you remember ToShae. You remember when I was using ToShae and I let her tell y'all about this, that, and the third. You ain't gonna be able to say nothing, because the Lord gonna be like, remember that? She told you about that, so you can't use that as an excuse. You can't use money. You can't. Nope. How strong? I'm strengthening you. How am I going? Don't worry about it. I got it. There's nothing I'm doing. I'm simply telling y'all, follow God. Listen to Jesus. If you just sit back and just be like, okay, Lord, what's next? Okay, Lord, what's the next step? Okay, Lord, I'm tired. And you gonna fail sometimes, and you gonna get tired, and you gonna get weary, and you gonna cry, and you gonna be in your feelings, and then you gonna be like, you know what, but I got this because God said he with me and I got it. And you know what, and the next day I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna push, and I'm gonna do it tired, and I'm gonna do it when I don't feel like it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm tired of doing this, I'm tired of getting up, I'm tired. But you know what else do I have to do? Because sometimes the Lord will put you in a position where you ain't got nothing behind you to go back to, so you don't have a choice but to move forward. Y'all, I didn't have no go back. You understand? I have had nothing to go back to. Zilch, zero, nada. So the Lord, don't make the Lord put you in a position where you look, you ain't gonna have nothing to go back to, and then he's not gonna give you a choice but to go forward. This is why I'm praying for each and every one of you to fix what it is right now that the Lord is telling you you need to work on this right now. Don't wait until the Lord say, okay, you didn't believe me, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. This is why I'm like, y'all, fix it now. Do it now. Don't make the Lord take over it. Please have this head. This is reverence of the Lord, because he will humble you. And then you go, then I laughed, y'all, because last year when he first put me in the car, right? I ain't know nothing. But the Lord, in this entire journey, he has strengthened me. And one thing, two things show, I'll never be in this position again. But it took me like 4 spins around this particular block before I got the point. I'm trying to save somebody from that. Okay? I want to save you from that. So just know, like, if the Lord is speaking to you, and then we have the person of fire, this is King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. If he's giving you a vision, work on it. Okay, God, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. It's worse than my mama telling me. I'm talking about so much worse. You don't want God to show you. I'm just keeping buckles. You don't want God to show you, y'all. Don't make God show you. Okay, if he tell you to release somebody and that person already ain't treating you right, release that person. That would have saved me a lot of heartbreak and disappointment if I would have just let go when he told me to. I've broken the same leg 5 times. Sit down somewhere. Okay, I don't know. There may be a particular thing that you ain't supposed to be doing. I don't know. But the Lord trying to tell you something, like, listen, that's a foundational thing. Okay, so I'm just saying, y'all, like, please pay attention to what the Lord is speaking to you. If he's giving you a vision, even tired, get up and do it. Even tired. That's why I'm telling you, I'm honest with y'all. I was like, Dad, am I even supposed to be going on live on Sundays? But I love being a messenger for the Lord. Love it. Love being a messenger for the Lord. The Lord is going to put me in a position where, but this the thing, I love being a healer. So I love going to help people. And wherever the Lord puts me, he's allowing me to put my gifts. So do that, okay? Contracts, reclaiming your power. Drop this in the chat. I call my power back. This card literally says contracts on it. And we done, y'all. It literally is another card of contracts. Somebody finna be signing. Okay? This could be you recommitting to the Lord. We calling our power back today. This sometimes you don't even realize how we be giving our power away. My God, this is such a deep message. I know this has been a long live today, but I got to get this out. The Lord had a lot to say. Listen, sometimes we don't even realize how we giving our power back, or giving our power away, but we calling it back. I cannot stress enough to people that I don't give the enemy any credit in my life. Right? Maybe I'm different. Because with the time that I have spent with the Lord, I refuse to believe that anybody can stop the blessings that are coming into my life. Anybody. The enemy can't, he ain't got no power. You can't stop nothing, because as we talked about, I think this was Friday, there's nothing that the Lord doesn't know is going to happen in your life. Hey, all things Amy and them. Hey, Honey One. And hey, Danica and them. Hey, Pretty Angel. So we're making a contract with each other today. We're encouraging each other. that we're no longer allowing anyone, anything to tell us what we can and cannot have. We're not. You're not doing that. You're not worried about what anybody got to say about it. People gonna talk whether you up, down, left, right, good, bad, ugly, cute. It don't matter. Somebody always gonna have something to say. You can be at the bottom and people cannot like you. You can be at the top and people not like you. How can you escape it? You can't. So why are you going to stop celebrating and give God the glory? Because somebody gonna have something to say regardless. So celebrate. Do not diminish yourself because somebody else gonna be in their feelings. This is you making a contract with yourself. Like, you know what? This is the thing. I've heard a couple people talk about this. What should I say? The humble. I only humble myself before the Lord. I don't humble myself before anybody else. And I don't want that to sound bad, but this the thing. Don't ever feel like you're inferior to anybody. I think that was a lesson that the Lord had to teach me. Right? Because sometimes, there are people who know more than you. There are people who have experience, who have more education than you. But that doesn't mean that they're better than you. The Lord had to teach me that. You give people respect. Y'all falling. You give people respect, right? You respect their craft. You respect what they've been through. But don't ever feel like you're inferior to anyone. Maybe that's the way to say it, huh? Message. You're not inferior to anyone. So you can respect someone's position, their authority, because there are people who are in higher levels of places than you. But you're not inferior to anybody. It doesn't matter, because do you realize that the Lord, it could be somebody at the very top, and remember what he say, he'll make the last first. You could be at the bottom and have more and actually be a better person than that person at the top. Just because people have more money or position or status or just whatever, you're not inferior to anyone. And that's the last thing I'm going to say, because this is contracts, right? Just know that you're not inferior to anyone. And if anyone's trying to make you feel inferior to them, you need to know who you're dealing with. Don't let people be condescending to you or talk down to you. Like, who are you to talk down on me? Look, having education, boundaries, loving yourself, period. Having education and having experiences are two different things. Because, baby, let me tell you, I'm just be honest. You maybe, and I don't even want to use that example, but because it sound bad sometimes, but the way that I be telling the Lord, it's just like, man, look, all I know is what the Lord has taught me. All I know is the experiences I've gone through. And I don't feel, so I'm not going to humble myself before anybody. I respect you. As long as respect is given, because I'm not going to respect you and you disrespect me. I'm not in that season anymore. I used to be that person that I would let people get away with disrespect. Boundaries. I'm not her anymore. I'm not her. Now, if the Lord tells me to just don't worry about it, then I don't worry about it, because the Lord fights my battles. I don't have to. I'm not gonna get beside myself. People can't really pull me out of character unless they, now don't get it twisted, because I told y'all there's some cuss words they be up under this head wrap. Don't let this head wrap and these tarot cards fool you. I am who I am, and the Lord know my heart. I don't never pretend to be somebody that I'm not. Right? But because I got some cuss words, I got some language for you. But it's very, 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 very few and far between that I got to actually pull some cuss words out. But there's the thing. I also used to let people like sneak dissing and stuff like that. I just be like, when people feel like they got to try to insult you or try to make, like I said, condescending, looking down on you, that's simply somebody dealing with their own insecurities, fears, or they're projecting because it's somebody that they can't say something to. I told one of my kids that. I was like, child, they just saying what to you what they can't say to the person that's bullying them or making them feel some type of way. So that kind of stuff, y'all just have, like, y'all, I don't give a care button, because I'm gonna keep it rated PG, rated Padre God, right? Rated PG. I ain't said that in so long. We keeps it rated PG, okay? We keeps it rated Padre God. That's one of my t-shirts. I need to bring it back, don't it? I need to get that t-shirt, rated PG, okay? That's one of my t-shirts, y'all, that I actually have available. I hadn't, oh my gosh, anyway. I just let it be like, somebody has that t-shirt. Who bought that t-shirt? Now I'm thinking about it. I want it, okay? Now I want that t-shirt. Somebody actually has that t-shirt. I need to put that up. I do, y'all, like, not even kidding. I need to bring that one back. And this the thing, the little screen for, I'm sorry, I just got sidetracked. It looks like the little movie screen. I'm gonna go put it back up on the SpiritualiTEA and in the Etsy shop. It might be in there already, but anyway. It was Nisa. Was it Nisa? Okay, I think Nisa has that shirt. Man, I'm finna order that shirt again. I'm finna get my rated PG shirt. So anyway, I'm back. We don't what some of y'all message. Not what? Some of y'all, you just need to know that, man, don't give these people no energy. Just keep on glowing and showing up on purpose and in purpose, and let them, and just continue to be great. Okay, continue to be great. Continue to do your thing, and just you just don't have time to worry about that. Who has time for that? That's my answer for everything. Who has time for that? I don't have time for that. I just don't. So just let people be who they are, and you just keep on being great. And you focus on you focus on being a pioneer, a trailblazer. You focus on the mission, the work, the assignment that the Lord is giving you to do. And you this the thing, some of y'all that's why the Lord cut people off, because you don't even realize, man, people, if they mistreating you on purpose, the Lord is testing you to see, are you gonna put up with it? Are you going to allow someone to continue to treat you like that? And for why? And for why? Like, who are they to treat you that way? You're just not going to be able to do it. No, you're not going to mistreat me, because you're just not going to be able to do it. And that's just a no for me, dog. So somebody need to know that. Don't be letting nobody talk down to you. Okay, y'all. And maybe some people need that. But I'm of the opinion, is why, y'all, this is the last thing I'm saying, then I'm finna go. Okay? Some people, I guess everybody learns different, but I'm gonna just use myself. The women in my mama, love you. I was just gonna tell the people, I'm gonna tell them. My mom was mean. She was. My mama didn't cut no corners. She didn't play no games, so she'll cuss you smooth out. She be cussing right now in the spirituals. Every time I'm giving y'all messages, every time I be like, I ain't gonna say that, that's mean. That be my mama. She done started cussing in the spirituals, and I be like, I ain't gonna say that. She be the cussing folks out. And some people need that kind of like tough love kind of talk. I'm not one of them people. I don't respond well to people that are yelling at me and angry, and I don't respond well to that. You got to know what you like, the kind of nurturing that you need from a person, whether this is in a relationship, whether this is a mentor, a coach, a guide, a pastor, I don't care. Just know how you respond. Some people, if someone is making you feel worse after you get a message from them, be mindful of that, because it's triggering something within you, and you need to understand why why do you need that kind of love? Because a lot of times it's what you're used to, and so the thing is, I hope I'm saying this right, but if you, like, let's say if your mama, daddy, them, all they ever did was yell at you, you felt worse when they yelled at you. So why would you want to go to listen to somebody else yell at you when that was all you ever knew? The point is to change the cycle. Okay? I don't know who needs that message, but don't go to what's familiar. That's familiar. But it didn't make you, you know what I'm saying? It's like you shouldn't need to be berated or talked down to in order to feel like, because somebody's, it's I don't even know how to say it, Lord, but That's why you're not, that's why you feel like, that's why you keep going through this cycle of trauma and hurt, because you're in this, you're in a trauma loop. Okay. Yeah, it's like being in a trauma loop. And so just some of you are breaking free from that. You're breaking free from that kind of negativity. Okay. And that's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. I know this was super long, but I had time for it today. That's it, y'all. That's it. Yeah, they say that's it, because I'll be live again in the morning. I'm quick to do that at work. I'm going to pause this conversation and walk away. Yeah, I'm just not even, I'm grateful, y'all. And this thing, I don't have any of this stuff going on in my life. Okay, like I'm real deal am in solitude, y'all. Like I'm in solitude. And even at work, like y'all give me to, come on, Lord. I be hearing stuff and I hear it, but I don't respond. I don't react, because it's just like I can't allow that to affect my energy, my work, or my day. Okay, so I hope this helps somebody. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the love. I'm gonna tell y'all again, I'm gonna go to YouTube. My YouTube link, I think, is in the description box. If you're on TikTok, go to my link tree, and you can, my YouTube is my name, ToShae Germaine. And I'm gonna drop the link, y'all. I didn't forget. I'm gonna drop the link for Upside, so that you can start saving, y'all. Start saving. You know, for some of you, this could be a savings account. For some of you, this could be money that you don't touch. For some of you, this could be a gift card that you give as a present. There's so many different ways that you can use this. But if you want to be a blessing to me, I'm gonna drop the link. Come on, David and Goliath. Come on, 5-5. We received that. I'm gonna put it on the, I'm gonna go pin it in the comments on my YouTube channel, so that you can use my link and then create your own link and then go share it and help somebody else. And watch the, just try it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I can't tell you what to do, but we start talking about creating streams of income, and I'm here for that. Okay, I'm here to help y'all do that. And if y'all have something that you back and support, and it's a way, share that information, right? Drop it in the chat, send me an email. I'm happy to share those types of things. So anyway, that's it. Go be great, amazing. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day. I'm eating, y'all, I'm eating raw. I'm raw eating this weekend. I love vegetables, and so I'm finna go make me some tacos. Can I just tell y'all that my tacos last night had guacamole, bell peppers, what else I got? Avocado, tomato, cucumber, and some bacon bits, and that was all. Y'all, they were so good. Oh my gosh, y'all should, if you don't do raw eating, I was so excited about it. I really don't like to eat out a lot, so I'm all vegetables for this 3 days, and it is so amazing. I love it. So I'm gonna make me some dinner. This, I only eat like once a day, y'all. So drink your water, say your gratitude, hydrate your soul and things. Okay, I love y'all in real life. I will see y'all. It's all fresh. It's all fresh vegetables. I'm a vegetable person. Like, I will eat fast food because I have to. If it's all I have money for, then that's what I'll eat. But more y'all, can I tell y'all what my baby said? And I'm finna go. Y'all, I was dying laughing this day, because I've always been like that. I love vegetables, right? And so one day I was talking to my daughter. This was about a month ago, and I was telling her I was eating, and I had made like a dip or something. And so in the dip was like all vegetables, cucumbers, tomatoes, avocado, like it was all just fresh vegetables. And so my daughter was like, she was like, Mama, she was like, what you eating? So I showed her. And so I had made the dip, and then I took like some bell peppers, and I, like, for my version of like stuffed peppers, the peppers be raw, right? And so I'll just stuff them with whatever I have. And so she was like, I showed her what I was eating, and that fool said, she was like, Mama, I told Jay one time, she was like, why Mama be eating like a forager? Y'all, she called me a forager, because she was like, she was like, one time I sent them to the store. And she was like, the stuff I had on the list was like vegetables and cheese amazing. She was like, and then the way I had it set up on the plate. Like, I had the little cubes of cheese and all my vegetables around it. And she was like, Jay, why mama eat like a forager? Like, I go and get all my food from in the forest. Man, I must have died laughing. I was like, you so foolish. Y'all, I was so tickled. But that's how I eat for real. I eat a lot of fresh vegetables when I can, because that's what I prefer. But man, y'all, she got me so good, and that's because that's really how I eat. I'll eat cheese and vegetables and celery and that kind of stuff a lot of time. And so yeah, this weekend my little tacos slash burritos. I had Chipotle on Friday. Yeah, I did. That's what inspired my my tacos for this weekend. But I took a picture. I'm gonna have to post it. Hey, honey, I took a picture, so I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel. And anyway, y'all, I laughed. So I'm finna go make me some tacos, and it's all veggies. It's all veggies except for the bacon bits, cause I'm just saying. That's it. I love y'all in real life. Go be great and amazing. Have a great and amazing rest of your day. Tomorrow's a holiday. Sleep in. Get some sleep for me, because I feel like I ain't had enough. But that's okay. We gonna get enough. Okay. I love y'all in real life. And I will see y'all in the morning. Go to my YouTube channel. I'm finna go drop the link. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Come on. Let me go do this link. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Let me go.